Increasing productivity and decreasing stress. Nobel Prize winner in economics Paul Krugman was quoted as saying, "Productivity isn't everything, but in the long run, it is almost everything," in the book Productivity. Productivity makes the economy thrive. This makes one wonder how productivity can increase. Developing a 3-day weekend will increase work productivity and allow employees to be more focused, engaged, and provide the very best service. A 3-day weekend promotes self care and allows employees to be less stressed and experience less anxiety. Promoting a 3-day weekend will create a better work life balance and promote better mental health. We all know that responsibilities do not stop when one clocks out of work. Allowing a better work life balance will give a person that time to take the children to the dentist or doctor visits, really do any other responsibility, and not have their task interfere with work. Better work life balance is necessary to allow employees time to take care of responsibilities that may interfere with work. Employees working off taking Employees taking off on weekdays for responsibilities can interfere with work attendance and directly affect work productivity. 2-day weekends hinder performance, promote lack of project execution, and cause failure to perform work assignments. Examples of lacking in execution with projects or work assignments could cause employees to be less prepared during meetings and unable to perform work tasks. Valuing employees' balance between work and personal life promotes attendance and increased work productivity. According to the book Productivity by Michael Haynes, 69% of employees believe their family life would improve with fewer work days. When asked how they would spend their extra days off, meeting with family was the most popular activity across all generations. Businesses across the globe are becoming increasingly interested in the benefits of giving employees an extra day off. Encouraged by Microsoft's August 2019 trial of the 4-day work week in Japan, which resulted in 40% rise in productivity, according to what does 4-day work week mean to the future of work. MIT Sloan Management also added a shorter week could also lead to a flood of job applications. As Adam Bank discovered almost immediately after announcing a 4-day week for its 430 staff members, the company saw a 500% increase in job applications. Less stress promotes and improves mental health and promotes better work productivity also. Providing a 3-day weekend allows time for self care that encourages positive mental health. Creating a 3-day weekend allows employees the time for self care and outside responsibilities so that it doesn't interfere with work and increases work productivity. As shown in the study conducted by Boyd Tina in Workplace Stress and Productivity, a cross selection study, Kansas Journal of Medicine. Higher stress scores were associated significantly with lower productivity scores. Tony argues in Why 3-Day Weekends Are Great for Well-Being and the Economy, says paying 100% of the standard wage for 80% of the previous work time may seem uneconomic, but the UK trial found that the vast majority of companies were also satisfied that the business performance and productivity were maintained. Staff retention also improved, and the number of people leaving the participating companies dropping by 57% during the trial. During an in-class survey, students were asked if they were employed and full-time employees. These questions were asked to see how many listeners would be impacted by the topic of a 3-day weekend. 60% of the students were employed and 60% were full time employees. This gave insight into whether most of the class was employed and whether they would have an opinion on a 3 day weekend. Next, the survey asked the students to rate their experience working a 5 to 6 day work week. 40% of the individuals surveyed were neutral and 40% felt somewhat unrewarded. From these findings, one can conclude that listeners would either agree to a 3 day weekend or would be neutral about the idea. The following question asks students, did they have responsibilities like housework or to take care of outside um, outside responsibilities outside of their employment. 60% of the students agreed to having additional work aside from working for their employer. This let the speaker know that the audience will find more free time on a 3 day weekend beneficial for the listeners. Lastly, students were asked if they could meet their job requirements in a 4 day work week, and all but one person surveyed said they could perform their job duties in a 4 day work week, which meant most of the listeners would accomplish work tasks in a 3 day weekend if a 3 day weekend were implemented. 3 day weekends must be incorporated immediately to improve work life balance, reduce stress and anxiety, and promote self care. Developing a 3 day weekend will increase work productivity and allow employees to be more focused, engaged, and motivated to do a great job. A 3 day weekend improves mental health and provides a positive work life balance for employees to work productively. Thank you.